So what's going on YouTube? My name is Daniel Movie, and today I'm going to be ranking all 5 of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. So I'm going to start, I'm going to do, uh, I'm going to do to worst to best for this one. I don't know how I did it in the past, but I'm going to do worst to best. So let's just get started. I am going to start with the worst one. Let me find it. Was At World's End, which was the third one. I remember. I don't really remember this as a kid. I don't remember it. I remember watching the first four as a kid. I always watched them. The third one, I don't ever remember. There's countless times I went back and tried to watch it now, and I could never finish it. It's literally the one I can never finish. I know people like the first three, and then four and five. It was completely. I don't know what happened. But the third one, I just could never get into it. And then I went back and tried to do all of them at once, and then I got to the third one right after I finished the second one, and it was literally I just didn't care for it. I still couldn't get into it, even though it starts off where the second one ends. Um, Now I can't say a whole lot about this movie because I have not finished it. To this day, I have not finished it. I want to say I don't know if it's the longest one or not, but this one I can't say a lot about it. I just don't like. I know one thing I didn't like that they killed off Captain Jack Sparrow in the second one, and then the third one they tried to bring him back to life. I really didn't get that one. That one, it's just like I know people say it's like the perfect trilogy. For me, this would be fifth place. The last one, it was I just couldn't get into it. I don't know why. I can't. Now the other ones I can explain more of because I have finished the other ones, but this one I can't explain more than the what I said about it. Like I remember in the like I don't even remember how long I watched it. Probably like 30 minutes, and I know there's like one certain part where they had a bunch of Jack Sparrows in one part, and I was like, I, I just don't understand it. Like it's just like I didn't watch the whole movie, so I can't say more about it. That's why it's in last place for me. So now for fourth place, I'm gonna give it to the fifth one, which was Dead Man Tells No Tales. I know people always say the first three top tier. They're always the best ones out of the trilogy. For me, I like. I had to go the fifth one for the fourth place. For fourth place, fourth place would be like I said, Dead Man Tells No Tales. This one, I don't remember I watched it when it first came out, but I know like later down I watched it. I was like, I don't really remember this one. I remember I know when I watched it back then, it was a good one. I like the comedy at the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, and this one definitely had a lot of comedy. I like the part where I think it was I don't remember the whole part about it. I remember Jack was actually robbing a bank, I think it was, and somehow he actually stole the whole building, which is just funny to me. Like I said, people always think Pirates of the Caribbean is gonna be serious, but with I won't say four and five, I know they go like the goofy route, but it is. I really thought it was fun to watch the last two, which was four and five. Now, um, for this one, I remember a little bit more about it in the third one. And the third one, I have finished watching this one. I have finished watching the fifth one. Now, if I recall, it was something to do with Captain Jack Sparrow's past, where his younger days, where it was a captain of the British. I'm not exactly sure. I'm not exactly sure. I know most of the movies take place with the pirates versus the British. For some, that's what I'm saying. I don't remember all these movies, but I remember this one, which was definitely better than the third one. I will say it was better than the third one because I at least finished watching it. Do I remember how it ends? No, I don't remember how it ends. The third one never finished watching, but the other ones I have finished watching. It's just I don't remember the endings to a few of these. Um, but I will say with I think there's like called zombie sharks. That part didn't really make sense to me either. I mean, yeah, you kind of go like the Fast and Furious route and you have fun with it, but uh, this one you can kind of go the goofy route. Like I said, I know like 4 and 5 they want to go like the goofy route, but with these two, it's literally it like it's hard to explain 4 and 5 that much. Like 3, 4, and 5 are harder ones to explain for me. But the fifth one, I remember most. I don't remember the whole thing. I haven't watched these in a while, so I'm just going off memory wise what I'm doing. So 5 would have been the fourth place. Now for third place, it's a hard pick between the first one and the second one. It's literally a hard pick for the first one or the second one for me. I don't want to say too much about these movies. That's the reason why I'm not saying a lot about them for it because I don't want to spoil too much about it. Like I said, with for the fifth one, the bank scene where he robs, I think he was robbing a bank. I'm not exactly sure what he was trying to take, but I remember he does take the whole building. Is what I remember. But I think for third place, I'm gonna give it to the first one. For the first one, don't get me wrong, it's iconic. It's the first one in the series. You can't go nothing wrong with the first one. But with the first one, it kind of does. It's more serious, but it does have some funny moments. You got the Curse of the Black Pearl. Um, as a kid, I always did like the first two, and then third one I don't remember watching. The fourth one, I will straight up say before I get to the fourth one, I will say as a kid I always hated the fourth one. I always hated it when I was a kid. I always hated the fourth one. I always thought after the first two, they go horribly wrong. But one day I decided to rewatch the fourth one, and I remember how did I hate this one. I actually do enjoy it now. I do enjoy it. For for like I get they went the goofy route for 4 and 5, but it does work out. Because now when I do get to 4, I will explain more about it why I do like it. But with the first one, I will say, um, there's a few like I want to say like horror moments or like it has it kind of does like a little bit of horror. It's not like really like scary, but it does kind of go with a little bit of horror sometimes. Um, that's the reason why I darn it. So, like I said, for the first one is a good one. I will say the first one is a good one. I don't know why my computer messed up for. I have no idea why it did that. I thought it turned off. But now the first one, I don't really want to say a whole lot about these movies because I don't want to. I don't want to spoil them just in case someone has never seen them. But I will say, um, the first one is up there for me. If I that's first one I give it a third place. It's iconic. I will say it's iconic. I have said it before, but it's one of those movies. I think if you grew up as a kid, it does hold up today. Like I still enjoyed it. It does have some funny moments. Not like 4 and 5 where they like really go funny, like go goofy and do a bunch of crazy stuff. But the first one, it does. Now I will say the first one it was mostly where Jack tries to get the pearl back, the Black Pearl. Um, I'm talking about the ship, the Black Pearl. I will say that for the first one where he does try to get the pearl back. If I remember, I'm going off memory. I'm just going off memory for these. I'm gonna grab me something to drink real quick before I go on any farther. But hang on. That's why I will say about the first one. The first one I will say, um, the first one like what was I saying? I don't want to say a whole bunch about these movies, but the first one it was Jack trying to get the pearl back, if I remember. Now, the third one, I had no idea what the third one was about. I didn't finish it all the way through. Now, the fifth one, I think it was where Jack had to do something with his past, where a guy came back from the dead um, trying to actually, um, was trying to get, well, the guy who died by Captain Jack Sparrow was trying to get revenge on him, and all that. No, I did the first one, the fifth one, the third one. Okay, so I'm gonna move on to second place. I will say that would be for Dead Man's Chest. Now this one feels more like a horror movie. No, I don't want to say like a whole like horror movie, but it does have a lot of horror moments in there. I'm trying to think of the right word for it. You got Davy Jones, you got um the Dutchman. That's what I was trying to think of the ship's name. What was the ship's name? The Dutchman. And everyone on the ship, it really does feel like they tried to win the horror route with the fourth one. And that's why I'm getting in second place because me, I'm a huge horror fan. And for the Pirates of the Caribbean, they do a lot of um, for like I said, the second one had the Flying Dutchman. It has the people, the crew of the Flying Dutchman, which was Davy Jones, and then there was something else. There was something I think about a witch in there also. If I recall, there was something about a witch also. Now, the second one, I don't remember. I think I remember the second one a little bit. I don't want to say a whole bunch about these movies just in case nobody has ever seen them and they want to see which ones the best ones are. But the second one, I think I don't want to say it's 100% sure, but I think it was where um Jack had to deal with Davy Jones and um where Davy Jones was trying to get Jack to sell his dad. I think that's what it was about. And then I think Jack was trying. I don't remember the whole movie. I'm gonna say a little bit about it. What I think it was about because I'm going off memory by these. And so for Dead Man's Chest, I think there was a part where um, Jack actually does go after Davy Jones's. I think heart. I think it was where he could take control of the ship. I think it was. I'm not exactly sure, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't really remember. I'm just going off memory. And another thing with the horror thing is, I just remembered it. The Kraken. The Kraken. That is definitely a lot of horror elements to it. So I think if you are a horror fan like me, for me, most things I watch is horror. So this one be up there on the list for it. Number two would be for Dead Man's Chest. And my favorite one, I know people are probably going to hate on me for this one, but I have to go with On Stranger Tides. On Stranger Tides is one, it's literally the best one I think. Like I said, I have said it, this one I watched as a kid and I hated it, and one day I decided to rewatch it and I was like, this movie ain't that bad. It's actually one of the better ones there was. And again with the second one, they kind of go with the horror elements to it. They add a little bit, like they try to go with the horror elements. Um, with the mermaids, I will say the mermaids they try to go the horror elements with that. Um, and that's why I like these two better because it kind of does feel like it's a horror movie when I watch the fourth one and the second one. The first one, very little with the skeleton part of it. If you know what I'm talking about, the skeleton part is one of them.